The 8 ancient tribes of battle through the heavens, once mighty forces that shaped the fate of the Douqi Continent, have finally reached the end of their long and storied road. Their destinies were rewritten in the final battle between ambition and righteousness. Some fell into ruin, others rose to greatness, and the clash of empires marked the beginning of a new era. Among them, 3 tribes were completely annihilated. One staged a magnificent counterattack, and another found redemption and glory. This is the true ending of the 8 ancient tribes, a tale of survival, ambition, betrayal, and rebirth. Let's begin with the Xiao Clan, the clan of the protagonist, Xiao Yan. The Xiao Clan once stood at the pinnacle of the continent. As leaders of the 8 ancient tribes, they possessed extraordinary power and the rarest of flames, 5 different kinds of strange fire. Their ancestor, Xiao Xuan, was one of the strongest individuals of his time, a peerless warrior who stood just one step away from becoming a Du emperor. In his ambition to push the Xiao bloodline to the highest peak, he chose to risk everything. Xiao Xuan attempted to merge the bloodline of the entire clan to make a breakthrough to the Du emperor realm. But the continent's source energy had already thinned, and his efforts failed tragically. That failure came with a price far greater than anyone expected. The Soul Clan, lurking in the shadows, saw the opportunity and launched a brutal assault. Xiao Xuan fought with unmatched strength, resisting their siege until his last breath. His final act was to detonate his pseudo-Duluo body, severely injuring the Soul Emperor and preserving a trace of his soul. But the cost was devastating. The Xiao Clan's bloodline was exhausted, their power lost, and their remaining members were forced into exile. From the most dazzling ancient clan, they were reduced to a small, almost forgotten family hiding in Wutan City, far away in the Jiama Empire. For years, the Xiao Clan lived in obscurity. Their history faded from memory, and their children grew up ignorant of their proud legacy. That is, until Xiao Yan emerged. Born into a declining family, he carried nothing but a flickering ember of power. Yet his spirit was unbreakable. Through countless hardships, battles, and painful sacrifices, Xiao Yan inherited the Skyfire 3 mysterious changes from his ancestor soul. Guided by Xiao Xuan's lingering will, he slowly uncovered the truth of his bloodline and rose higher and higher in strength and reputation. In time, Xiao Yan stepped into the Dosheng realm and began collecting strange fires, one after another. Against all odds, he acquired 22 of them and ultimately ascended to the Du Emperor realm, becoming the fearsome Yan Emperor. In a climactic battle, he defeated Hun Tiandi, ending the Soul Clan's reign of terror. At that moment of awakening, his daughter Xiao Xiao's bloodline surged, and her cultivation leaped to the 8-star Dosheng level. The Xiao Clan, once broken and buried, reclaimed its place at the top of the world. Not only that, it became a new legend, its future shaped by a man who refused to be defined by a ruined past. Next is the Soul Clan, the most dangerous and ambitious of all the ancient clans. The Soul Clan's ideology was simple. Power is everything. To them, nothing else mattered. Not morality, not compassion, not balance. They created the Soul Palace as their instrument of control and chaos, using it to harvest the souls of countless beings across the continent. All this served one purpose: to help Hun Tiandi, their cold and calculating leader, achieve the Soul Realm and eventually break into the Du Emperor realm. Their methods were brutal. They even cannibalized the soul-devouring clan, absorbing its bloodline and abilities to prolong their own lives. These ruthless acts turned them into the shared enemy of every other ancient tribe. Under Hun Tiandi, the Soul Clan's military might was unmatched. He stood at the very peak of 9-star Du Sheng, supported by a terrifying lineup of powerful followers. Zhu Wu Tunyan, a 9-star Du Sheng who aided him in all dark deeds. The 4 demon saints, Soul Mirror, Soul Flame, Soul Slaughter, and Soul Evil, each at the late 7-star Du Sheng stage, and more than 50 other powerful fighters. Their strength was overwhelming. In the battle at the Burial Heaven Mountains, the 4 demon saints alone were able to hold off a coalition of the Gu, Lei, and Yan clans. But evil never wins forever. Despite Hun Tiandi's successful ascension to Du Emperor, Xiao Yan sealed him using the inheritance of Tuo Shi, ancient emperor. The Soul Palace was destroyed. The Soul Realm collapsed. Their bloodline was cut off, and their descendants scattered like stray dogs, never to rise again. Their centuries of ambition, their schemes, their cruelty, it all came full circle. The Xiao Clan, consumed by its own greed, was reduced to nothing more than a cautionary tale of what happens when you sacrifice everything for power. Now we turn to the ancient clan, the family of Zhuner, Xiao Yan's love interest. Unlike others, the ancient clan chose a conservative path. After the battle between the Xiao and Xiao clans 1,000 years ago, they quietly absorbed much of the Xiao clan's resources and territory, retreating into a vast and secluded dimension known as the Ancient Realm. This space rivaled the northern region in size and allowed them to grow in peace, away from external conflict. As a result, their strength didn't fade. Their bloodline remained intact. And in Zhuner, they nurtured a rare divine bloodline not seen in 1,000 years, one with the potential to surpass even Xiaoyan. Her father Gu Yuan was among the most powerful cultivators on the continent, a late 9-star Dousheng who stood just below the Dao Emperor realm. His command included top experts like Black Annihilation, King Gu Li, and the 3 immortals of the ancient clan. They were well defended and feared by all. Had it not been for a mole from the Xiao clan, Gu Yang, their defenses would have been nearly impenetrable. The ancient clan's relationship with Xiaoyan was complex. While Zhuner loved him deeply, many elders in the clan looked down on him due to his exhausted bloodline. But that changed as Xiaoyan proved himself again and again. Eventually, Gu Yuan acknowledged his worth and accepted him as his daughter's future husband. In the end, the ancient clan emerged as one of the biggest winners. After Xiaoyan broke the planar barrier and the continent's source energy returned, Gu Yuan used that energy to ascend to the Dao Emperor realm. With their immense accumulation of strength and alliance with both the Yan Emperor and Gu Yuan, the ancient clan remained one of the supreme powers of the continent. But not every clan was so fortunate. The medicine clan, known for its peerless alchemy skills, was a sacred place of healing and medicine refinement. Led by Yao Dan, a 7-star Du Xing, and supported by elders like Yao Wanhuo, the clan thrived until they hosted the famous Pharmacopoeia event. That celebration was used by the Xiao clan as a trap. Shu Wu Tunyan led an invasion, overwhelming their defenses. In a final act of sacrifice, Yao Dan blew himself up to help a dozen young geniuses escape. But the clan's legacy was nearly destroyed. What once was a beacon of healing became a battlefield of blood. The Spirit and Stone clans suffered a similar fate. Weakened by exhausted bloodlines, their strongest fighters were only 6-star Doushings. They stood no chance when the Xiao clan used a forbidden technique known as the soul-devouring method to massacre their lands and steal their remaining bloodline power. With their energy sources depleted and no reinforcements strong enough to defend them, the Spirit and Stone clans were wiped out, reduced to scorched earth and forgotten glory. 2 more clans, however, managed to survive by choosing wisely: the Thunder and Yan clans. The Thunder clan was led by Lei Ying, a powerful 8-star Du Sheng. Although not as strong as the Soul or Ancient clans, they managed to avoid destruction early on. More importantly, they made the right choice during the final conflict, siding with Xiaoyan. After the war, Lei Ying ascended to Dao Emperor by absorbing the returning source energy, ensuring his clan's bloodline would continue and thrive. The Yan clan, masters of fire and strange flame, played a key role in the final battle. Their leader, Yan Jin, stood at the late stage of 8-star Dou Sheng, assisted by the 7-star Dao Sheng Fire Fairy. Their fire element techniques countered the sinister powers of the Xiao clan, making them crucial to the alliance. After surviving the final battle, Yan Jin followed Gu Yuan into the Dao Emperor realm, allowing the Yan clan to rise with him. And so, the story of the 8 ancient clans ends. Their fates reflect a powerful truth. Bloodlines are not eternal. The past can guide, but it cannot save. Power alone cannot determine destiny. The Xiao clan perished in their hunger for dominance. The Medicine, Spirit, and Stone clans fell because they were too passive, unable to adapt. The Thunder and Yan clans survived by standing with justice. And the Xiao clan, though broken, became stronger than ever because of one man's indomitable will. Xiaoyan proved that true strength doesn't come from ancestral glory. It comes from within, from the refusal to give up, from the courage to challenge fate, and from a soul that refuses to be conquered. And that is how legends are born. What if the Medicine Clan had survived? Could Xiao Yan have saved Yao Lao sooner? Which of the 4 demon saints gave you the greatest sense of fear? Do you believe the Stone Clan could ever return? And so the legacy of the 8 ancient clans comes to a close. Some buried in ashes, others reborn in flame. Their stories remind us that true strength isn't inherited, it's earned. Through struggle, sacrifice, and the will to rise, no matter how many times you're broken. If you found this journey through Battle Through the Heavens as thrilling as I did, don't forget to like, subscribe, and tap the bell icon so you never miss another deep dive into this incredible world. What clan's fate surprised you the most? Drop your thoughts in the comments. I read everyone. Until next time, stay sharp, stay curious, and remember, even a fading ember can ignite a storm.